All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Disrespected Fathers podcast. And for some technical odd reason, uh, the streaming app that I use is not working right now. So we have to go straight camera and straight video until they get it fixed. I believe it's just a rain issue or something. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, please like, share, comment, repost. Uh, A lot of people have been doing that lately, but I just need more of us to do that because there is a message in what I'm trying to say. Hit your notification button so when I do go live, I'm looking a mess today. Just got off work, enjoying the new job and all that good stuff. Enjoying the new job. It's one of two new jobs uh, that I got. One day I'll sit back and tell you all about it. But meanwhile, our topic for today is, and it was inspiring to me. It was inspired to me by looking at somebody I'm a fan of. Uh, my boy, shout out to MABW. Uh, love his channel. Love what he does over there. And his one of his videos actually inspired me to talk about the things that we're going to talk about today. Today, I'm talking about the the fact that I think we're losing our young black girls who are being raised modernly this day and age. And when I say that, the generational disconfiguration is striking now. And when I say that, I mean it's striking because a lot of these little girls don't have great grandmama to cook because grandma or mama can't cook, and or mama don't show them how to cook, so they are quick to get a shortcut meal or something like that. And another thing that I see is the fact that they are being, they're cutting down food stamps. And the fact that so many women are so upset about this and passing this gene down to their daughters to where let's get raised up on a generation of food stamps. Let's be the generation to raise the next generation on food stamps. You crazy as hell if you think I'm going to say nothing wrong with that. Everything is wrong with that. Because once you get these food stamps, once people start getting these food stamps, you start buying this junk. You start buying stuff that makes no sense. Steak and lobster and all this stupid stuff. You have to have this to stretch throughout the week. You have to have this to stretch throughout the week. Like my boy said on his channel, and I'm not biting him, but you notice these women go right in the store and get 3 and 4 buggies full of stuff. Why do you need all of that? Why do you need all of that? That makes no sense to me. 3 and 4 buggies full. And I didn't pay no attention to it until one day, I think it was like 15 years ago. I know this girl, she had her and her daughter pushing 2 buggies full of stuff till it was stuff at the bottom of the buggy. That's insane. And most of it was junk food. Let me ask you this. These mamas, when you get all of this food home, how many of you show your daughters how to cook? How many of you teach your daughters how to cook? It look cool on TV when you're watching Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that. That's not cooking to me. That's a showcase. That's culinary. That's a showcase. Nobody is teaching their daughters how to cook no more, and they are walking around here sliding stuff in the microwave. I'm guilty of it too, but they sliding stuff in the microwave. I'm a bachelor, so during that time, I'd slide stuff in the microwave. So my question is again, how many of you are teaching your daughters how to cook? How many of you little girls are patient enough? Because there ain't that many of them. How many of you are patient enough to sit there and learn how to cook? Because there's going to be a time when you get a boyfriend or a husband and you don't know how to cook, especially if it's not too many modern or it's not too many old school people left for you to pick and choose from. And if this is what you want, somebody that'll, hey, let's run the Whataburger, let's run the Captain D's, let's run the Long John Silver all the time, you're not going to ever get healthy. You're never going to get healthy. This is one reason that the black household is coming to an end. Nobody is teaching the next generation how to do things. I'll give you a great example. One of my favorite all-time basketball players, Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. He said something that has stuck with me. He's like, the Europeans are catching on to us. They still do the basic stuff. They do the basic things. When he said they do the basic things, they do the fundamentals on how to keep a team together. Black moms, you don't know how to keep a team together with your daughters. Let's get back in this kitchen. Let's get back to going to shopping with your mom. I don't see that no more. Let's get back at your daughters hanging out with your mama like that's your best friend after y'all reached a certain age. Now you see this cussing each other out and outdoing each other on this internet stuff. Generationally, we are losing our young ladies, and eventually it's trickling down to the men. A man that wants a relationship is not going to want to come home and all you got to eat is Reese's peanut butter cups and Takis. A man wants a man, not these little boys that y'all deal with. A man wants to come home and he has his food done, he has his food prepared, and he wants his wife or his girlfriend to treat his piece like it's gold. That's never going to happen in this age if we don't get it together and start teaching our daughters how to be daughters. Moms, y'all listen, I don't care if you get mad or not. Daughters, Don't take those home ec classes for granted no more. Don't take these home ec classes for granted no more. You can get right in here, get right in this kitchen and learn. If you probably don't have a mama that like to cook, but you probably have little sisters or little cousins that come over that do need to eat. You can probably inspire the mom. Hey mom, this is what I learned. It's home ec today. This is some this is something quick that we made, and eventually it'll start growing and turning into something else. But we have to stop dropping the ball on this. We really do. We really do. For the mothers that still teaching their daughters how to cook, salute. Mile high salute. But after y'all look at this video, I want you to take your daughters, especially on Sundays, take them in the kitchen. Like, hey, come on, let's get in here and cook. You don't know how better your bond will be. Fathers, take your sons. It's like, hey, man, come on, let's go down the road. Let's go down the road and get this work in. I don't care if your daddy runs a log, a stump digging business. That's time you could spend to teach your son how to be a man. That's time you can spend with your son. That's time that you mamas need to spend with your daughters. Hey, baby, what we cooking tonight? We cooking tonight. Watch how quickly your bond. Watch how quickly your bond grows. We need to start getting back to it because we're losing. We need to start getting back to that. If you don't get back to that, I fear there is no hope for us as a community, as a black community anymore. When I was growing up, I didn't, my mom, she tried to cook, but wasn't a very good cook. I'm just going to put that out there. Wasn't a very good cook. But she tried to make something every night. So, anyway, I looked to my godmother, rest her soul, my godmother, that's my writer, rest her soul, I miss you, mama. But I noticed she put my sisters in the kitchen with her every Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, my sisters made our Thanksgiving meal. My sisters and my mama. And then when my sisters started teaching my nieces the same thing. We were raised right. So I'm saying this again, and I'll shut it down after this. I'm saying this again. Little girls, let's get back in this kitchen and teach and learn how to cook, learn how to be a young lady, and learn how to respect yourself. That will end it. I hope you took heed to the message because we really need it. This has been the Disrespected Fathers podcast, and we are signing out. Come back again. Hopefully we'll get the StreamYard back up, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Have a nice night.